Alright, what's up, pimps? Got a video that's been a long time in the making. Ever since I first started making videos, I knew I was going to cover this one at some point. So, as you can see by the title, we have the Assassination of DJRuno. This was a fucking crazy night. If you saw this live, you know what I'm talking about. If this is your first time or you haven't seen it in a while, this is going to be a long ass video, so just sit back and be prepared. Give a quick shout out to Rocky on Twitter. He sent me this picture like last week, and he reminded me on one of the videos. He commented and said, "Hey, I sent you something," so I checked it out. Told him I would use it. Marvin T, and I believe it was KDBX. I did see the pictures today. It was a little late for this video, but I will use them going forward. Anybody else that's got pictures or something you want me to see, Discord, Twitter, if I can remember, I'll put the links in the description. Outside of that, let's jump into this because we got a long fucking way to go. The Assassination of DJRuno. Let's fucking go.
Alright, I've had enough of this. See, Madara's God doesn't even know what happened. Alright, so here's what happened. It's very simple. As you guys know, sadly, recently I'm in a lot of financial trouble. And I knew at some point this month, I was probably going to end up in the same situation I am every month, where I run out of money, my bank account overdraws, I get told by my bank your account overdrawn, and essentially you guys try to help me out by tipping me, and I try to put that in, and I don't get paid by Twitch until the 15th of this month. That situation I knew was impending, but I didn't know exactly when it was going to happen. I knew that there were bills that were clearing, but I didn't know exactly when this was going to affect me, okay? So yesterday on stream, I announced I was not interested really in playing Code Vein or Astral Chain anymore, essentially because those games were very expensive. They were $60 games, and if I played a $60 release right now, number one, it would have to be a game that I knew I was going to enjoy and get a lot of traction out of, and number two, I wouldn't want to play those games because they didn't really interest me that much. And I basically was like, I can't really afford it now anyway. I know there's other games coming out this month, including just some right off the top of my head here, WWE 2K20, Outer Worlds, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, among others. There's like many games coming out in October that I need to afford. So I said, if I'm going to spend money on a game, it's not going to be on a game like Code Vein or Astral Chain. I'm going to take whatever money I raise to either pay bills or to save up to play one of these games later in the month, and that's the deal. So I announced yesterday I was not going to be playing Code Vein, I was not going to be playing Astral Chain, but instead later this week, I was basically going to be doing like Mega Man The Wily Wars, which is one of the games on my Genesis Mini that I was going to want to do that as a playthrough. And then I also announced, let me grab some buckets if I have them because I need water. I also announced that, I would consider doing other stuff too, like maybe play some games from the SNES that have recently appeared on the Switch and stuff like that. I thought those would be really good ideas, okay? So, I announced all of this yesterday on stream. And it was a mixed reaction. Some people were angry at me. Some people were like, all right, we understand. But someone...
Alright, and I'm going to use these pictures in the background, just for when I break stuff down here and there. But I'm not going to break these down, obviously. And another thing is, if y'all hear some noise in the background, I said recently that they're selling this property. So there's some contractors out there fucking making noise. So if you hear something, just try to ignore it, whatever. It's starting to piss me off, I'm not going to lie. But let's go back to the beginning of the clip. Direct quote, "Recently, I'm in a lot of financial trouble," unquote. Oh, just recently, Dark. Did this just happen to you? Another quote, "Same situation I'm in every month. My bank account overdraws," unquote. This was October 7th of 2019. I'm recording this October 5th, 2021. I'll probably upload it on the 6th. But the 7th is going to be 2 years to the day. So when October 7th hits, this is the 2-year anniversary of DJRuno. Rest in peace. We're going to his funeral, etc., etc. But making 8 to 10K a month here, and his bank account is overdrawing every fucking month. Skip forward a little bit, and actually at the beginning he said this was going to be a quick breakdown. I can't remember who it was, Eternal Napalm or some fucking bootlicker was there, and he said, okay, I'm going to tell you what happened. And this is supposed to be a very simple story of what happened between him and DJRuno, and look how long it took just to get to the point where Untitled Goose Game comes in. This is what he does. He talks and talks and talks until you're confused or don't even care about what he's saying, and his brain dead fans aren't smart enough to question this. It's fucking pathetic. He's also doing all this to make himself look like the victim. This is gaslighting 101. And he's supposed to be talking about DJRuno and Untitled Goose Game, and he hasn't mentioned either one of them yet. Let's go to the next fucking clip.
Someone who's a longtime viewer and a longtime sub of mine asked me on the fly during the stream, out of nowhere, after me not even mentioning it, well, Phil, are you interested in Untitled Goose Game? And I was like, well, I've heard what this game is. This game's basically a meme generator at this point. Okay, like, people are talking about it, and it's all over, like, social media, people making memes about the game. Now, I don't know too much about the game. I didn't spoil myself, but I know it's basically a goose that's trolling people. Like, that's the game. You troll people with the goose and find different ways to annoy people and mess with their items and stuff. And that's essentially what the whole game is. That would probably be interesting. I heard it's not very long, but it would probably be interesting for some kind of a playthrough that at least I could work on for a little bit. I don't know how long of a playthrough it would be, but it sounded interesting to me. So after mentioning this on stream, DJRuno, unsolicited, sent me $20. Okay? I didn't ask for it. I didn't say, oh, please pay for the game for me or anything. I was just like, unsolicited. He said, well, here you go. Here's the money for it. Please play it this weekend. So I was like, okay, sounds good to me. And in reality, I even put it on my schedule last night. I have a schedule I put out every night. I said that later in the week, I think I put it for like Friday or something like that, that I would be checking out Untitled Goose Game, and I'm thinking everything's fine, okay? Well, sadly, like I just told you guys, overnight, I got a message from my bank saying, you're overdrawn. And I was like, oh shit, it's like pretty early for that to happen this month, because what's it now, the 7th? And I don't get paid by Twitch until the 15th at the earliest. That's the earliest I get it. Sometimes it takes longer for the money to clear. Now, I know for a fact I've got at least 2 to 3 credit cards. I've got an installment loan. I got my dues for my condo facility. And I got utilities that I'll have to clear between now and when I get paid. Now, what's happened in previous months is sometimes you guys tip me and I put that money straight towards it and it helps pay for some of that stuff, so it's not a problem. But sometimes it's not enough, and I still get payments that essentially overdraw from my bank account. Sometimes my bank will clear them. Sometimes they won't. It depends on the size and the frequency of these overdrafts or overdrawing. Okay? So, I'm thinking about all this. I'm like, to being a responsible person, there's no way that I could buy another game right now. There's just no way. I need to spend all money I have. I need to put towards bills until I get paid by Twitch. Once I get paid.
Direct quote. Being a responsible person, there's no way I could buy another game right now. Unquote. Are you looking at your fucking screen right now? A responsible person. I mean, we've seen the $110.09 transactions. This dude has done 10 of those in a day. What the fuck is he talking about being responsible? Back to the beginning of the clip. Another direct quote. DJRuno unsolicited sent me $20, unquote. He has to keep fucking saying unsolicited. He's building a narrative here. If you go back and watch it, he makes it sound like DJRuno attacked him with his $20. He says it so many times. He says he didn't ask for the game or the money, and that DJRuno just gave him the money and said, play the game. What he's glossing over is that he said yes, he would play the game. He even mentions that he put it on his schedule. Does that sound like he's not serious about playing it? Whenever you fucking check his schedule, that's set in stone, man. Direct quote. Overnight, I got a message from my bank saying you're overdrawn, unquote. Overnight, huh? Yeah, I know I get messages from my bank all the time in the middle of the night. I wonder if it had anything to do with WWE Champions overnight. I wonder if this, and I haven't been keeping up with the transaction history and Kiwi Farms, etc., but I wonder if the transaction history goes back that far. I mean, this dude literally just sits here and lies about money every fucking day. Nothing changes. Next clip.
Once I get paid by Twitch, then I'm going to have to play catch up. Because this is what happens every month. I get paid by Twitch, and now, oh God, well, there was this payment that didn't clear, this payment that's overdue and late, so there's late fees, then I got to pay all those overdraft fees. So you're basically talking, I go all the way in the red for like 2 weeks a month, and then I get back to the black, but then I get back to the red again. It's happened every month, like every month this year. It keeps happening, okay? So it sucks. It's a terrible situation. So I announced this morning, I said, there's no way I can play Untitled Goose Game. Any money that I have, all right, has to go towards my bank account. And in fact, that's what I did, is I took all the tips that I got yesterday, yes, including the $20 tip that DJRuno sent, and I put them into my bank account to try to at least get me past another day before another bill couldn't clear or whatever. But I know unless I'm constantly raising more, that I'm just going to be in this situation, all right? So that's literally all I know about the situation as of my earlier stream today. Now, earlier on that stream, there were some people who were very upset that I wasn't going to be able to play Code Vein, I wasn't going to be able to play Astral Chain, and they basically were trolling me, and they were being dicks on the stream, yelling, "Oh, Phil, you should still play it. How could you say you were going to have it? You had it on your schedule on your Twitch page, and you're not playing those games, and this is very ridiculous of you to do that." I had literally on the pre-stream just explained how bad of a financial situation I was in detail. And so you would think if you had like, if you were mature, maybe you would have some empathy for me and say, okay, I understand, you know, you're in a bad financial situation. I'm not going to be demanding and be a dickhead and entitled person who's going to demand that you play new games when we know you can't afford it. No, instead it was the opposite. There were a few people on the stream who were really being assholes to me during the pre-stream today. So I got angry, admittedly, and I said, no, you guys, I'm not going to listen to this shit. This is ridiculous. It pisses me off that you guys are being entitled like this and demanding that I play games I can't afford. You should be understanding that this is a situation I don't like to be in. This is not... I want to be able to buy all the games. I want to be able to play all the games. I can't anymore. You know, this sucks. This is my life now. I'm in a different situation now than I used to be when I used to be the guy on YouTube to play every new release. It's not me. I am in a bad position, and, you know, sadly, I don't know if or when I'm going to get out of it. I'm trying my hardest, you know, but it's very stressful. It's depressing. It messes me. Makes me feel like shit that this is the situation that I'm fucking in. And I want to play these games and I can't. And I'm sorry for it, but that's just life, okay? So
fucking victim segment, man. Jesus. Back to the beginning of the clip. He's explaining his entire financial transaction history to people. What the fuck does this have to do with Untitled Goose Game? Again, do you see how he does this bullshit? Then a little bit later on, direct quote, "You would think maybe if you were mature, you would have some empathy for me." Unquote. This is a guy that spends thousands a month on mobile games, liquor stores, and DoorDash. And he wants sympathy and empathy because he can't pay his fucking bills. You can't make this shit up, man. You know, I wonder if this is how he speaks to his creditors every month. Asks them for sympathy and empathy and then goes on a 30-minute victim segment. I wish I was one of his fucking creditors on the other line. I'd get fucking fired and probably arrested for terroristic threats towards him. Fuck off. I don't got time for this shit.
Okay. So there were people being dickheads to me on pre-stream, and I banned a few of them. And basically it calmed down after that. All right, calmed down. It wasn't a big deal anymore. No drama. And then we had basically a drama-free stream when I played Borderlands 3. With no issues at all. All right? At least to my knowledge. There were no issues at all. Nothing going on. Nothing bad. Everything was good. I finished Borderlands 3. End of story. Good stream earlier today. Okay? So, during my break between streams, I checked my emails for a brief moment. I barely had time to do it. Maybe like 10 minutes of free time where I could check my email. And I got an email from PayPal saying that someone had sent me a message on PayPal in regards to a $20 tip yesterday. I'm like, okay. It wasn't even like a dispute stating that people wanted their money back. It was just a message was sent to you on PayPal regarding a $20 tip. I don't know what this is in regards to. So I checked my PayPal, and it says this particular person, of course I'm not going to say their name or whatever, is stating that they wanted to contact you in regards to a tip from yesterday. Here's their message. So, by the way, when you do this on PayPal, okay, what happens is that money goes into a dispute status and it gets suspended. So the $20 tip was in suspension. You know, it wasn't like money that I could do anything with. It sucked because I had already deposited that money into my bank account last night to pay bills. But now $20 of my new tips that I had raised earlier today during the Borderlands 3 stream was now held up. All right, fair enough. Money's going to be held up. It should be held up. It doesn't matter if it's there or not. Who cares if it was the tip from yesterday or the tip that I earned today? That's neither here nor there. Whatever. So I go and I check the message. The message is written completely in German. And it's giant. It's like a giant paragraph message. I can't read it. It's in German. Okay, I gotta translate this. All right. Let me go ahead and go to Google Translate and figure out what the hell this says. So I do it, and it says, essentially, I am a contributor to Phil's streams, and I was watching his stream yesterday, and I said that I would contribute if he bought a game with the money that I sent him, and I sent him the money, and he said that he was going to get the game, but now he's saying that he can't spend the money on the game, and if people still want him to play on this game, he didn't say the name of the game, by the way, that they should send him Nintendo credits, and therefore, I think that this is ridiculous because he's basically making us double dip in order to see the game, and I just want my money back. Okay, that's what the message said.
Well, it's funny because that message sounds like exactly what happened. Almost to a fucking T. But here he is doing mock voice and rolling his eyes. But that's exactly what happened. Let's go back to the beginning of the clip. Direct quote. 10 minutes of free time between his streams to check his email. Unquote. 10 minutes of free time. Makes me think of, it's WWE Champions time, motherfucker. And then here's where I get lost. If DJRuno didn't do the chargeback, how did the $20 tip get suspended? And you heard him say it right there. The $20 tip got held up. We know for a fact DJRuno didn't do it. So how the fuck could that have happened? I don't understand. And then another direct quote. It sucks because I had already deposited that money into my bank account last night to pay bills, unquote. Who the fuck does he think he's kidding? How stupid are these people to believe that he has to pay bills at 3 a.m.? Quote unquote, bills, overnight. All it takes is fucking 2 seconds to figure out this is bullshit and he's lying. But these stupid fucking people just believe it. Because he tells them to. Can't make this shit up, man. Next clip.
So I read it and I'm like, this must be DJRuno. Because he's the only person I can think of yesterday who tipped me $20 to play Untitled Goose Game. I'm assuming that's the game he's talking about. It doesn't actually say that here in this message he sent me, this dispute message on PayPal or anything. But I'm assuming that's what he's talking about. Okay? So immediately I read it and I was like, you know what? He's right. He had, even though I didn't solicit the money, okay, I didn't ask for people, I didn't say, oh, I want to play Untitled Goose Game, people send me money to play it. That's not what happened. What happened was I was explaining to everyone how I can't afford games right now. He asked me, am I interested in Untitled Goose Game? I said, it sounds interesting. And then he just sent me the money for it. And after that, I said, okay, I'll spend that money to buy it. But then it comes to find out, immediately that night, that my bank account overdrafted, right? So the situation changed overnight. But fair enough. I read this message. I was like, you know what? Fair enough. The guy's right. He definitely sent me, even though I didn't solicit him for it, it's kind of messed up that he expected me to spend the money exactly on what he wants me to spend it on. I think that's ridiculous that people just upfront will send you money and then, oh, now you must use it for what we tell you. Like, then don't send me the money. Confirm first, right? But it is what it is. He's right. So I refunded the money immediately. And that was it. So here I am thinking everything's fine. All right. I'm thinking, there's no problem or nothing. I get a couple emails from trolls. And the trolls are basically like, you fucking scamming piece of shit. You motherfucker. We're reporting you to Twitch and we're reporting you to PayPal. And we're reporting you to everything because you're a scamming piece of garbage and we always knew it. And now there's definitive evidence that you're a scamming piece of garbage. Ha 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 ha. And there's like 2 or 3 emails I get that are like this. I'm like, the fuck is this? Yeah, I don't know what the hell they're even talking about. I have no recollection. What are they even, speaking of? Okay. So, then I go on Twitter, and I got a troll on there stating, oh, you should check out your forums or something like that. So I go on my forums, and there's a post there from someone named, DJRuno1 spelled out, stretched out, okay? And he posts the situation. That's actually not what happened at all. So here's what he says. He says, oh, so yesterday on Phil's stream, I sent him $20 to buy Untitled Goose Game, and Phil said that he was going to buy it and even put it on his schedule, but apparently on today's stream, he completely changed his story, stating that he's not buying any games anymore, and essentially he's pocketing the $20 without my knowledge or permission, and so this is unacceptable, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to report him to Twitch, and I'm also going to try to get my money back from PayPal. So that was his first post. Then, of course, trolls responded to that. 2 hours later, he apparently posted up again. Again, this all happened when I was streaming, when I was on break. I didn't know any of this was going on. And he posted up again, oh, well, now I got more information because I talked to the detractors, and the detractors video captured Phil's stream today and got all this information. Apparently, Phil was asked directly about Untitled Goose Game on his stream earlier, and he went off and he exploded. And he said he absolutely refuses to give the money back. And he said that if anyone who asks about this topic will be banned from the stream chat. And they showed me his explosion on stream, and I watched the video of it. And man, I can't believe that Phil acted like that. What a horrible person. I suspected that Phil was scamming people all along. But, you know, I still send him money anyway because I wanted him to play particular games, so I didn't mind that he was scamming people. He literally says this on the forums. And he goes, but after all this happening, now I've sent all this information into Twitch to report Phil as a scammer, a horrible scammer, okay?
How is this real life? How is this real life, man? You know, it's hard watching all this garbage sometimes and putting up with them. But it's moments like this that put a smile on my face and make it worth it. You deserve this fucking life, Philip. You fucking deserve it, man. Let's go back to the beginning. Direct quote. And then afterwards, I said, okay, I'll spend that money to buy it, unquote. That's a direct quote. He said it in about 2 seconds and glossed over it. But yet, that's the 5th time I've already heard him fucking mention that DJRuno sent him the money unsolicited. But you fucking said, okay, I'll buy it. I mean, you told him that. What's there to argue here? He asked you if you were interested in the game. You said yes. He sent the money. You put it on your schedule. What am I missing here? And another direct quote. It's kind of messed up. He expects me to spend the money on exactly what he wants me to spend it on. I think that's ridiculous that people will just upfront send you money and then say, oh, now you must use it for what we tell you. Then don't send me the money. Confirm it first, right? Unquote. This is a fucking business, you moron, not a charity. And you absolutely 100% confirm that you would spend the money on Untitled Goose Game. What the fuck are you talking about? And then some good Samaritans made an appearance there in the middle of the fucking clip. And God bless those good prayer hands in chat for the good Samaritans around the world. You deserve this fucking life, and you deserve to have these people harass you all the time. Because look at the shit you do, and then you try to paint it in a different picture. And it doesn't fucking work like that. You said yes, he offered you the game. You said yes, he sent you the money, you put it on your schedule, end of story. But not according to you, motherfucker.
So here's what really happened. DJRuno is an idiot. He actually went and watched detractor videos, which literally, again, as usual, this is what the detractors do, took stuff out of context. They took, when people were insulting me and basically pissing me off on the pre-stream today, stating play Code Vein and play Astral Chain and why aren't you playing all these new games? Basically, they were doing it to insult me because, as I had said, I was trying to very calmly explain to everyone and apologetically say, I'm sorry I can't play any new games right now. I don't have money to do it. This really sucks. I hate being in this situation. If you'd like to see me play games, please send me PlayStation Network credits or Nintendo Shop credits. But all money I have right now has to go towards bills because I have no money. I'm overdrawn. Okay? That's what happened. And then people were insulting me. Oh, fuck you, Phil. You said you were going to play this and that, and you're a bad streamer and all this. So essentially, insulting me on stream, that's what I responded to, and I exploded. Not one person on stream had talked to me about Untitled Goose Game. DJRuno had never come to me directly and talked about Untitled Goose Game at all. So this was all like, unbeknownst to me, this other stuff going on. I had no idea that any of this was happening, or that anyone was even upset about Untitled Goose Game. Like I said, I didn't know until during today's break. I got the email about the $20 message, $20 dispute and message from PayPal, which I immediately refunded the money after I read the situation. I felt bad. I felt, yeah, you know what, he's right. It's kind of messed up. I shouldn't just take his money if I'm not going to buy the game. I should give it back. So I did. But apparently, DJRuno saw a detractor video stating that I had ranted and raved and said that I wasn't going to get Untitled Goose Game and I was going to ban everyone in the chat who talked about Untitled Goose Game today. And brought it up. So essentially I was looking like a scammer who was pocketing this money, right? That didn't happen at all. If you actually watch the fucking stream, the pre-stream video is live. The pre-stream video is 100% live on YouTube right now. You can watch it yourself. None of that ever happened. It's just complete fabrication and nonsense taken out of context to make me look bad. Okay?
Alright, and here's one of Phil's favorite things to do. He claims that trolls and detractors take things out of context for their videos, and that if you want the truth, go to his channel and watch his videos. But why would any sane person want to sit through an hour plus of your fucking pre-stream just to get the context? God forbid they have to listen to multiple streams of yours, multiple fucking playthroughs just for fucking context. This is why 90% of the people that come into contact with you don't like you. Then you have the 10% or less that do. Because anybody with a life or common sense can see through your bullshit a mile away. So we go back to the beginning of the clip. He says that no one came to him and talked to him about Untitled Goose Game. It was probably because you fucking banned them as soon as they brought it up. You punk ass bitch, you knew you took the money. You knew you didn't refund it. And then when they came to talk to you about it, you fucking banned people. He then says that after he saw the message, the German message or whatever it was, he said, you know what? Direct quote, by the way. You know what? That's right. I should refund the money if I'm not going to play the game, unquote. Well, then why the fuck did it take for someone to message you? If you take money for something and then don't honor it, shouldn't you be a respectable human being and give the money back? This is what part of being a grown-up is, Phil. Not making up lies about overdraft fees on bills at 3 a.m. When it's really because you're a fucking mobile game addict. And then making yourself out to be a victim the next day. You piece of shit. Doesn't work like that. Fucking guy's so dumb, man.
So, it's stupid because here's DJRuno, who, first of all, supposedly was a long-term supporter. I mean, the guy was a sub for 2 years, literally admitting on my forums that he suspected I was a scammer all along. If you thought I was a scammer all along, why would you contribute? Why would you continue to be a sub? Why would you ever contribute on the streams? Now, he actually then admits on the forum post, well, the reason I did it is because I want to see Phil play certain games. So, you're not contributing because you like me as a person. You're not contributing because you like my content. You're not contributing because you want to continue to see me to be able to do this full time. You're not contributing to help me out. You're contributing because you directly want to see something for selfish purposes. He's essentially admitting the only reason I give Phil money is because I want something out of it. Not because I'm trying to do something nice or help him out or because I appreciate the years he's been a content creator. Oh, no, because I want something out of it. So, directly here, allow me, all of you, to just tell you guys up front, if you're going to contribute just because you want something, that's pretty messed up. I mean, I can't stop you. And certainly, you know, I'm not going to say don't do it because I need the help. Being very upfront and honest with all of you. Some people tonight may contribute on this very stream because they want to try to get something directly made in the game. I get that, okay? But please understand that the way this works is if you're really contributing to my content, you're basically saying you like the content, you want to see it continue, and, you know, not to say that it's entitled, but if you're directly saying, I'm going to give you money so you play a game, I get that, but at the same time, like, don't make that the end-all and be-all of what you're doing. DJRuno today literally admitted on the forums, he thought that I was a dishonest scammer, and he believes everything the trolls say, but he continued to give me money anyway. But now all of a sudden, this is it, and now, because he's personally affected by something, he's now going to report me to Twitch and get me in trouble. When in reality, nothing that he said happened. There was no scam. I never asked for him to give me any money for this game. I never agreed up front beforehand that I was ever going to play the game. In fact, I had never really even mentioned the game on my streams at all until he directly brought it up, asking me if I would be interested. He sent me the money unsolicited. I never asked him for it. Then, when he said he was upset that I wasn't getting the game, I immediately refunded his money. Nothing there is a violation of Twitch terms of service. Nothing there is even considered immoral or messed up. As soon as I heard there was an issue, I immediately remedied the situation by giving the guy his money back. So everything that he claims is false, and he's now probably sent in a giant message to Twitch that now some poor guy who works for Twitch has to fucking read. and he has to try to figure out, what is this? Is this true? Is this not? Now I got to go and watch fucking videos on Phil's channel to try to figure out what happened. He's got to be bothered with this stupid shit, and this happens every day. This is what I mean. Like, I'm so tired of this shit. This shit happens every fucking day. Every day, someone has to bring up drama. Someone has to create and fabricate nonsense. Someone who's entitled, and someone who's greedy, and someone who just fucking wants their way no matter what, doesn't get their way. It's time to report Phil. It's time to falsely accuse Phil. It's time to make shit up about Phil. In this case, this is DJRuno being a moron, believing what he's told by detractors that's completely untrue. All he needed to do was actually watch my videos himself to see what happened this morning and see that what he was shown was taken completely out of context. And all he had to do was be a man and message me and say, hey, Phil, I think it was kind of messed up that I sent you that money yesterday and now you can't get the game. Can I have my money back? To which I would have said yes and sent him his money back immediately. But instead,
quote, all he had to do was be a man and watch the videos and ask me himself if he could get the money back, unquote. Well, isn't it Shawn Michaels? Because all you had to do, Phil, was take 2 fucking seconds and do a little research, and you would have known that DJRuno didn't do any of that bullshit. DJRuno probably didn't even ask for his money back, and I'd be willing to bet that this lying motherfucker didn't refund it either. How he wasn't kicked off of Twitch that night is absolutely fucking incredible to me. Let's go back to the beginning of it. Direct quote, you're contributing because you directly want to see something for selfish purposes, unquote. Again, this is a business, you fucking moron. It's not a charity. You think people go to restaurants and pay just for the chef or the waiter to bring them whatever fucking food they want, whenever they want, and then they just sit there and take it with a smile? Fucking stupid are you, man? This guy has zero self-awareness. He's saying that people are contributing for selfish reasons when they should be tipping just to support him, as he's running a scam on Minecraft right there. Top tipper gets something named after them in the stupid ass game. Gee, Philip. That sounds like they are contributing to get something. How selfish can those fuckers be? Then another direct quote. Everything DJRuno claimed is false. Well, that's funny, you dumb fuck, because he didn't claim anything. This guy's so damn stupid. Then another direct quote. Someone who's entitled, someone who's greedy, and someone who just fucking wants their way no matter what, unquote. You should probably take a look in the mirror, pal. Because the person you're describing would be looking back at you right in the fucking face, homeboy. Next clip.
But instead, he has to be underhanded. He has to do stuff behind my back. That's the worst. You guys know my history. You know how many people have fucking stabbed me in the back over the years, including people who I consider myself close friends. And they decided to just be nasty to me without ever being upfront with me about anything. That's the most fucked up thing you could possibly do to me, is to do shit behind my back like that and not be a man upfront say, Phil, I got an issue with you. Because the truth of the matter is this. Anyone who's actually come to me and said, Phil, I got an issue with you, I'm cool with that, and we get the issue resolved. That's the kind of guy I am. Like, I don't want anyone being upset with me or being angry with me. I will go out of my way to make sure that by the end of the day that people are happy with the situation that involves me. And that's why, again, with my old friends who kind of screwed me over and decided to never tell me about anything that was messed up with our relationship as friends over the years, then all of a sudden they make a fucking video about it without ever once addressing any of it with me. That's the most backhanded, behind your back bullshit you could possibly do. That shit still stings to this day. So for someone who's a 2-year supporter to literally believe bullshit with no substantiation, to go behind my back and try to get me in trouble by trying to report me to PayPal and Twitch, rather than just saying, hey, Phil, can I have my money back because I don't like the situation, is the most fucked up, disrespectful, pussy shit a person could possibly do. And I will never, ever respect someone who ever acts like that, ever on this planet, because I'm tired of getting fucked over by pussies. People who are passive-aggressive, people who have no guts, who have no honor, who just want to fucking talk shit behind your back and fuck you over because it gets them ahead. This guy essentially went to detractors to try to get so he could do a false report against Twitch against me. He can go fuck himself. I don't ever want to hear from him ever again. And I hope that he fucking never, ever involves himself with myself or my content ever again. I don't need support from an asshole like that. I don't. I don't need an asshole backhandedly supporting me when in reality all he's doing is trying to get something out of me. And then whenever things don't go his way, instead of being basically a decent human, turns into a complete piece of shit and tries to get me in trouble. Go fuck yourself, DJRuno. Seriously, don't ever come back. No one wants you here, especially me. Okay.
I love it. I love it. Direct quote. I don't need support from an asshole like that, unquote. I'm pretty sure this dude said he was overdrafted the night before. You need support from any fucking person you can get it from, you dipshit. Which is also why you're in the situation you're in now. I love it, baby. Let's go back to the beginning. And this is what it all comes down to. He's bitter and angry still about what John and Howard did to him on that Thanksgiving night. They told the fucking truth about him and he's still angry. They kicked him to the curb. And 5 years later, there he was still crying about it. It's fucking beautiful. Then another direct quote. People who have no guts, have no honor, who just want to fucking talk shit behind your back and fuck you over because it gets them ahead, unquote. That sounds exactly like you, Philip. Maybe he was angry that DJRuno did it to him before he could do it to DJRuno. Oh, I fucking love that part. I love it. Next clip.
Okay. So there you go. Now we've got it out of the way. That's what happened. And that's what I mean. Like, here we are. I'm a busy dude. I barely have any free time to do anything. And I got to deal with this stupid shit. I don't want to deal with this stupid fucking shit. I just want to have fun. I want to have a nice chill stream tonight. Build projects. Talk with you guys. Interact with you guys. I don't want to deal with this fucking dumb-ass immature kitty shit. It's dumb as fuck. Again, if you were a man and come to me and talk about it, things would be settled immediately. But if you go behind someone's back, you're not a man. You're a pussy bitch. And that's essentially what this guy did. I didn't get my way. Let me be a little puss and try to get him in trouble with Twitch of something that literally didn't even happen. Okay? I've had enough. He's had enough. Had enough of that stupid, immature, disrespectful shit. Oh, man. Well, now I got it off my chest. At least I feel better. Okay? Let's do some shout-outs. Oh, let's see here. Phil overdraws frequently. It's a fair statement. Tip me $1. It says, do you think Taco Fall and Zion Williamson are looking good in preseason? I have no idea what you're talking about, but thank you for the $1 tip. The Ding Dong Daddy tipped me $1. Says, what's up, cool cat? Staying too hip to be square. We want to see you stay cool. And now he's talking about Machinima and Blip TV editing. Basically, it's just stupidity, so I'm just going to ignore it. But thank you for the $1 tip. Frog and Steer said the Goose Game has a Switch digital code listing on Amazon. You should add that to your wish list. Make it easy for people to gift it. I mean, maybe I will. I'm not going to have time to do anything tonight because I'm already backlogged. I got to shave and shower tonight. I got to spend time with my wife. I'm not going to have time to... Maybe when I get back from my break on Wednesday, I'll consider adding it to my Amazon wish list and we'll do it that way. Thank you for letting me know, Froggins, and thank you for the cheer. Philly Book Guy says, don't you think there's a possibility he said some of what he said on the forums because he's pissed and doesn't really mean it? Maybe, but that's not how you do it. Again, if you're pissed, talk to the person you're pissed at, get a resolution. Don't become a pussy bitch and go behind their back. And then, I also wrote a giant message to Twitch to get Phil in trouble because he's a scammer and all that. Fuck you. So now, because you didn't get your way, right, which is ridiculous, you could have got your money back easily. Instead, now you're going to try to get me in trouble and take away my livelihood and get me in trouble. Fuck you. That's what I mean. Like, that's such underhanded, backhanded, little... just pathetic stuff that a coward and a pussy does. It is. This is what you do. If you can't handle your own business, you go behind someone's back to try to fuck them over. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of people being like that to me. My whole life, essentially, and people who I trusted, who I thought were my friends doing it to me, and now someone who supposedly was a longtime supporter doing it to me. Fuck off. Enough. All you did by doing it like that was expose yourself of being the fucking coward and pussy you are. And I had enough of it. Like, I'm just not going to have those kind of people in my life anymore, okay? And this is the truth. If anyone has issues with me, go ahead and air them. Be upfront with me. Let me know what's going on if you're upset with me for some reason. But don't do that stuff behind my back. That's not right. You're over $20. Over $20. You're going to say, oh, I'm going to now report Phil and hopefully he gets banned from Twitch. Fuck you. No, really. Fuck you. You know this is the only way I can make money. So go fuck yourself.
I wish you could see the smile on my face right now. Direct quote. You know this is the only way I can make money. Unquote. Oh my god. This grown man sitting here in his little Blanca t-shirt, begging children and invalids and low IQ people for money is the only way he can make it. I've said it a million times and I'll keep saying it. You deserve this fucking life, Philip. You deserve it. Let's go back to the beginning of the clip. Direct quote. I'm a busy dude. I barely have any free time to do anything. Unquote. Are you looking at this transaction history right now? Does that look like a busy person to you or a lazy fucking slob? And someone named Phil Overdraws frequently tipped him $1, and he said their name was a, quote, fair statement. Phil overdraws frequently. The way he's so casual about the life he lives, man, it's fucking mind-boggling. This dude overdrafts his account frequently because of mobile games. And he has the nerve to sit there and call other people pussies and bitches. Meanwhile, he's a literal shut-in and begs people on the internet for money. Can't fucking comprehend it, man. Then he mentioned DJRuno. Just come talk to him like a man, blah, blah, blah. You block and ban everybody that disagrees with you. Literally, you do that. Your Twitch and Twitter are fucking hug boxes. He has his Twitter locked down so nobody can even reply to him right now unless he follows them. How is anybody supposed to come talk to you? You keep your phone on silent all day. Email is the only way. And he even said earlier in this video, he only had 10 minutes to check emails in between streams. This is a clown show. This can't be real life, man. How does he live like this, dude? This can't be fucking real.
Yeah, so as a final kind of resolution, essentially what I would say is this. It's this simple. And I said this before too, but people don't listen to me. If you want to see me play a game, you have to clear it with me first. You have to clear with me the method by which the donation will happen. And I prefer, if it is a game that can be purchased digitally, to just buy the game digitally. So that way I don't have to worry about tax and all that kinds of shit. And on top of that, if it's a game where it's, PlayStation Network credit or Nintendo Shop credit, and I'm in a situation where I need money, don't just say, I'm going to send you money willy-nilly. That's no. If you're tipping me, please tip me because you want to help me out and allow me to keep doing this and pay my bills and not have overdrafts and afford some games that are maybe coming out later this month that I personally plan to play. Don't just, out of nowhere, I want to see you play this game and I'm just going to send you money for it now. No. None of that. It never works out. It seriously never works out. So, it was a bad setup to begin with. I even said, send me Nintendo Shop credits. The guy sent me money anyway. So, I'm just not going to do it anymore, There's nothing I could do to stop it, but at the same time, I'm not going to set myself up for fucking drama like this. It's just fucking dumb. Like I said, I'm tired of dealing with nonsense. I don't have time for it. I don't have the fucking... I don't have patience for it anymore. I don't have patience for it. I just want to fucking play games on stream, have fun, enjoy myself, share those experiences with you guys, hopefully, long-term, eventually get myself out of the shitty situation I'm in, and that's it. That's it. I'm tired of this drama. I'm tired of these fucking entitled idiots who gotta fucking make these situations drama-filled because they're just so... Oh, God. I'm so not like that. When I was younger, maybe I was like that. I'm so not like that anymore. I don't have time for bullshit. I just don't. I don't have time for it. I got too much going on in my life to waste time on bullshit. So...
I have too much going on in my life to waste time for bullshit, unquote. Like what? Again, are you looking at the same picture I'm looking at? Too much going on in your life to waste time for bullshit. Right. Back to the beginning of the clip. This fucking beggar wants to tell his viewers when and how they can give him money. And if you don't like that, then just don't give him anything. But yet he wants to beg and plead for people to support him while he's overdrafted on his bank account every single month. His mind is gone. Imagine a beggar on the street. You pull up to the intersection. They hold their fucking hand out and you hand them a 1 and then they turn around and say, "Was this it? Where's the rest of it?" Motherfucker, I'll get out this car and fucking smack you. Talk to me like that. Then another direct quote. "I just want to play games on stream, have fun, and enjoy myself," unquote. How do you make this child understand that he's supposed to be an adult? And I'm dead serious when I say that. His parents failed themselves and they failed him. I don't know how much of the blame can be put on them, but they fucking failed, man. They failed them. They failed themselves. And then probably a comedic quote and all that. "I want to hopefully long term get myself out of the shitty situation I'm in." Again, this was October 7th of 2019. We are almost 2 years to the day that this was recorded, and look at him. How has that plan gone for you so far, Philip? I don't see anything that's changed, buddy. I mean, we're getting close to another fundraiser coming up. I don't understand. I just don't understand.
Okay. No, here we go. Stream accountant tipped me $1 trying to cause drama. I'm seriously not even going to address it. I'm not. Because you're talking about a different situation and you're trying to cause more drama. I'm not fucking dealing with it. I'm not. Bayloaf tipped me $1. So why are you getting triggered over losing $20? I'm not getting triggered over losing $20 at all. I'm triggered that people try to get me in trouble and constantly make shit up about me that's not true. Phil did this and he's a horrible person. Wait a minute. Well, that didn't even happen. That literally didn't happen. When people say, "Oh, Phil scammed someone out of $20." No, I didn't. Someone sent me $20 out of nowhere, unsolicited, asking me to play a game. I said, "All right, I guess I'll play that game." Then overnight, things went bad for me financially. I said, "Oh, sorry, the money absolutely has to go to something else." And then they're not happy with that. Ask me for their money back. I immediately give it back. That's what happened. That's literally what happened. There's nothing wrong with it at all, right? But, oh God, Phil's the devil and Phil fucking did this and that. And see, we always knew he was a scammer. Morons. I've had enough. Okay. Rumble Stolskis gives this up to Derek. Congratulations, Derek, on getting a gifted sub. Ben Boxer here said, "Phil, you said X, but Phil, you said Y. Then Phil, you said Z." Exactly. That's what it is. It's a bunch of he said, she said nonsense from a bunch of people who act like fucking kids. And I just don't have time for that shit. I don't. I want to have a nice stream where we relax. We talk about fun stuff. We're having interesting things to that's what I want. That's what these streams are supposed to be. Now I have to defend myself for 25 minutes over a situation that didn't happen because of some entitled shithead. And I'm just not doing it anymore. I'm just not putting up with it. Next time I see that, just get banned. Fuck them. Ban them. I had enough. Enough. Go spout your fucking drama Phil somewhere else, man. I had it. I can't take it. I can't. I had enough fucking messed up stress. Just think about this. Think of it this way. How do you think I feel? Right? When I'm trying to go to sleep at night, my phone vibrates and I look and it says your bank account's overdrawn. I go, here we go again. Another situation that's terrible. Another situation where I don't have money to pay my bills. And I'm going to now be in the red for a week and a half, 2 weeks. And by the time the money comes from Twitch, now I got to pay all the money that I didn't pay. And then people again will hound me for weeks. Why, Phil, are you still always in the red and everything? And it's like, it's just an ongoing nightmare. I'm so tired of it. I just want it to end, you know? I don't want to be fucking putting up with this stress and this bullshit every fucking day. And everyone always breathing down my neck to try to get me banned and stuff that I didn't do. Why do you think I'm still here on Twitch and I'm not banned? Because nothing these idiots have ever said was ever true or was ever provable. Because it was...
Isn't it Shawn Michaels? And that's fucking karma, babay, and I love it. Punk motherfucker. Direct quote at the end there. How do you think I feel when I'm trying to go to sleep at night? My phone vibrates and it says my bank account is overdrawn. Here we go again. Unquote. I love it. Back to the beginning. Somebody asking, why are you getting triggered over losing $20? I'm not getting triggered at all, he says. Really, motherfucker, because it sounds like you've been triggered this whole time. Another quote. Then overnight, things went bad for me financially, and I said, oh, sorry, the money has to absolutely go to something else, unquote. Yeah, like fucking mobile games. Dumbass crackhead. What overnight bill happened that he wasn't expecting? He knows when his bills are due every month, just like most of us do. I'm assuming most of us that are adults know this. He knows what day. So what bill could have possibly happened overnight to overdraft his bank account? It's not any type of emergency at all, as he clearly would have said something. He would have let us know there's an emergency. Just some mysterious bill that popped up overnight out of nowhere. Gee, Phil, I wonder why people call you a fucking liar and a scammer. And then Bent Boxer shows up and sucks his dick. What a surprise there. Now this shocks me. And I saw Derek get a gifted sub. And by the way, I saw Silent Weapons, you little bitch. I saw you get a gifted sub in the last clip. And somebody did gift it to him, because I did hear Phil say that they gifted it. He didn't pay for it, but stop getting fucking subs to him, asshole. Next fucking clip.
It was never true at all. So how can you prove it? But that's what I mean. Like, every day I got to put up with this nonsense. I'm tired of it, dude. I'm tired of these idiots who just want to constantly torment me. And the bottom line is, if DJRuno wasn't so gullible and just believed everything that he's told because he wanted to believe it, not because it was evidence of anything, he wanted to believe that I was a scammer so he can get his money back. So he wants to believe it. He looks at out of context stuff from assholes who just want to hurt me constantly, believes it, and then tries to get me in trouble. I was like, oh God, I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of it. I just can't take it anymore. I don't know what to do to change it, though. I just don't know what to do to change it. If people are that dumb, they're that dumb, you know? Okay. Anyway, let's get to some more shout-outs, okay? No, Big Poppy, thankfully, this is not how every stream goes. It's not. And most of the time, this stuff doesn't happen. It doesn't permeate my streams, but I knew it was going to come up today because this is what all these idiots are talking about on the fucking internet. And I don't want it to permeate my streams. I don't want it to even be a part of my streams. I just want to relax. And now I got it off my chest, I feel better, but I'm just tired of this nonsense. I really am. But anyway, let's see here. No, I'm not going to make a stupid meme emote. Shipe did 100-bit cheer and said, I'm sorry that people come here solely to torment you. Thanks for the cheer, and I know. Thank you for at least understanding. Sour Patchy Chews, if you want people to be up front, you overreact way too much sometimes. It's just $20. Dude, I'm not reacting because of the money. I don't care about the money at all. I care about the fact that now there's a slander campaign against me on the internet. Now someone at Twitch has to be bothered with investigating into a false report against me. It's a vicious, endless cycle of bullshit that I have nothing to fucking do with. I don't create it. I don't do it. This is all people doing it of their own fucking stupid volition, their own nonsense. I'm tired of it. I just don't want to deal with it anymore. I'm tired of the nonsense every fucking day. You would think that some people would have a shred of fucking decency in their goddamn bodies, that they would realize that being overdramatic about stupid shit is not the way to live your fucking life. Look, I just did it again. You see, I'm so frustrated. I'm fucking making these slabs be here. I'm tired of it. I can't even concentrate. I can't concentrate on the game because these dumb shits.
No simpy, bitch. If you did the 2 seconds of fucking research, you'd have known that DJRuno didn't say or do any of this shit. But you can't do it. Let's go back to the beginning. Direct quote. If DJRuno wasn't so gullible and believed everything he sees from assholes, unquote. Well, isn't that the pot calling the kettle black? Because I'm pretty sure that's exactly what you did, old Philly boy. And somebody cheers and asks him, is this how every stream goes? Imagine just someone stumbling into his stream on Twitch because it's titled as Chill Minecraft Stream, and this is what you fucking walk into. This garbage. And yeah, Phil, I'm sure that's what you care about. Someone at Twitch being bothered with your bullshit stream. I'm sure you give 2 fucks about them. And if you're so tired of this, get off your lazy fucking ass and get a real job. Be a fucking man. And quit playing children's games on the internet, you fucking dipshit. Stand up.
Oh, I never saw that show. Thank you for the tip. I got an insulting dollar tip, so I'm just gonna ignore that. Okay. DJRuno, the coward ass bitch. I don't agree with anyone insulting DJRuno on tonight's stream besides me, because I had actual valid reason to, okay? So please, if you're going to tip me, don't use names like that or I'm not going to read them out anymore. But anyway, this person tipped me $5.55. It says, when Delta Disrespect stream gets restreamed on YouTube, Twitch shuts it down within 30 minutes. How come Twitch can't do this for you? No one's actually commenting on it, but there's Oh, really? So apparently someone is going around posting up a fake link, FYI, for contributions on this stream, and it's not real. So this person is warning me of this. FYI, everyone, the only link there is to send me tips is with my command in stream chat. No one is spamming that anywhere. If you're getting private messaged on Twitch with a fake link and stuff to support the stream, it's not me. No one is allowed to do that. I've told everyone I don't like spamming on Twitch. I don't spam on Twitch. No bots are spamming anything on Twitch on my behalf. So if you're getting fake PMs on the stream tonight saying, "Oh, here's a link to send a tip to Phil," it's not me. You're probably it's fake. It's a scammer. Okay. The only legit way to tip is to type exclamation point tip into the stream chat. That'll bring up the real link. Or below the stream, there's a button you can click on to take you to the tips page. So just to forewarn everyone, I don't want anyone to get scammed out there, okay? So anyway, to the person who tipped me $5.55, I have no idea because I don't know that Twitch would have any clout whatsoever with YouTube. I don't think they would at all. I think, in essence, maybe what happens is if someone is illegally restreaming someone like Dr. Disrespect, maybe Dr. Disrespect has enough money that he has a legal team that goes out there and contacts, say, YouTube and says, cease and desist now. Maybe. I don't know. You'd have to talk to Dr. Disrespect and ask him what does he do when someone illegally restreams that? How do they get it shut down? Because I can tell you right now, on YouTube, there's nothing I could do to get an illegal restream shut down. Nothing. There's nothing in my power at all. YouTube does not listen and or apparently thinks that it's okay, even though it's literal theft on a daily basis. They just ignore it. So there's nothing I can do, and I'm a one-man army, as you guys know. I don't have other people working for me. I don't have other people doing stuff for me behind the scenes. I don't have anyone who can go talk to YouTube live while I'm streaming to say, this guy's illegally restreaming me. Why are you allowing this? His whole channel is essentially stolen content. There's no one who can do that. I'm a guy who just focuses on making the positive content on my streams, period. I don't care about that shit. Eventually, the way I see it, eventually, these people who actively harm me and or make a living off my back are eventually going to get theirs anyway. And it doesn't have to be me. They're going to get it one way or another. Look at what happened with the Sons of Kojima. Look at what happens with all the people over the years who take shots at me, and then all of a sudden they're exposed for being horrible people on the internet. I don't have to do anything. It's all going to come. What comes around goes around, as they say. So all these people who literally just do this shit to me on a daily basis, I don't have to worry about it. Let them do what they do. And eventually, you know, it's going to end. Let's put it that way, one way or another, okay?
And here we go again. He has the nerve to say, what goes around comes around, and they're going to get theirs in the end. And he can't figure out why all this bad shit happens to him. It's karma. I mean, what the fuck? What can he not figure out? What can he not understand? He says all this shit and he thinks it doesn't apply to him, when he's the fucking definition for it. Let's go back to the beginning. Direct quote. Don't use insulting names about DJRuno or I'm not going to read your tip, unquote. After he just assassinated him on stream for roughly 30 minutes. Yeah, because an insulting screen name would be going too far. And then one of his little bootlickers tips and essentially admits to trying to flag YouTube channels of detractors and asking why Dr. Disrespect restreamers get taken down but DSPs don't. Maybe it's because he's a fucking piece of shit that deserves it. Meanwhile, Dr. Disrespect at least has the common courtesy to treat people the right way and not beg them for money either. Hint, hint. And then the guy tells him that someone is asking for donations under DSP's name. DSP tells people not to fall for it because he doesn't want anyone to get scammed out there. You can't make this shit up, man. If anybody's gonna scam these wheelchairs, it's gonna be Phil, damn it. Don't tip anybody else, fucking idiots. And then the next clip is gonna be absolute fucking perfection. I want you to get ready for this. I want you to be prepared for what he's gonna say. It's a 3-minute clip. Phil Burnell, the fortune teller, makes an appearance here. And when I heard this the first time, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. My God, let's go.
Okay. Oh, of course. Someone just gave me an anonymous dollar tip saying, I guarantee that the people who troll you like this think you're completely faking your whole financial situation. Of course they are. Because they can continue to say that to make me look bad. Because what they're really trying to do, and this is the truth, what they're trying to really do is get me to show you something that's personal information that's going to fuck me. So what they want me to do is show you an email saying I got overdrafted so that they can compare that to other, banks and stuff who send out emails that say that to figure out what bank I have. Now they know what bank I use. Now they can try to hack my account and get into my bank and fuck me over for the rest of my life. That's what they really want out of the whole thing. That's what they want. They want to completely hurt me and fuck me over as much as they possibly can. That's why when I say, oh, I need help with my taxes, well, show us the tax letter that says that you owe taxes. If I show you the tax letter, now you're going to have personal information about me that you can use against me. You can impersonate me and call the tax office or do fucked up stuff. I can't show you personal information. That's dumb. That's dumb as shit. That's a child who would think that that's safe to do. But again, they want me to get so incensed about what's going on that I make a big mistake, right? So that I accidentally give out information that's now going to fuck me over in the long run, right? So, yeah, that's exactly what it is. No, someone just said, oh, well, hacking a bank is a felony. No, not hack the bank. They should probably just sit there on a login screen for the bank all day trying to let me guess a million passwords and a million names and see if I can get into Phil's account. And you would think they wouldn't be able to, but people have gotten into my shit before. This isn't me with crazy kind of feeling weird or whatever, that people would mess with me or whatever. This is people, this is what people do. They fuck with me and they find ways. Like I told you, there was a video. I still tell the story because it's so mind-baffling. There was a video years ago. I don't know if it was a DSP tries it or it was a vlog, but there was a video where my countertop in my kitchen had a letter on it. The letter had, as a return address, my utilities company, okay? They deduced from that letter how to log in to my utilities company's website under my account and request to turn off all of my utilities. I had an email that came in one day that said, we've confirmed that on Monday your electricity and gas will be turned off. What? And I looked into it and I called them and it's like, yeah, someone logged into the site and did it. So they figured out your utilities company from this letter in the video. And that's how bad this has gotten, okay? It's seriously gotten to the point where people fuck with me in such serious ways. I can't mess around anymore. I have to be super careful about myself and my family. I can't leave any information available that people could mess with because people will find ways to fuck me over. So can you imagine with all this going on? Oh, they don't believe you that you've gotten overdrafted. Just show us some evidence. Okay, here's an email proving it. Haha, now we know what bank Phil has. And now we go, like, we lock in and that's the end of that. See? That's what they want. That's literally what they want. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not that dumb. I'm not going to fucking ruin my life over this shit,
Isn't it motherfucking Shawn Michaels? Now go back to the previous clip about what goes around comes around and how people are going to get theirs in the end. Gee, Phil, I wonder why all this shit about your transaction history came out, buddy. A sign, perhaps? Fucking karma, perhaps? Keep lying about all this shit and it's just going to keep happening over and over and over. And I want to feel bad for you because somebody hacked into my fucking bank account and leaked my transaction history. I'd be pissed too. And I want to feel bad for you, buddy. But once again, Neo from the Matrix comes out of me to tell you that you absolutely deserve this life, you piece of fucking shit. And when I came across that clip, like, my whole intention was DJRuno. But when I heard that, I was like, my God. You deserve this life, buddy. You deserve it.
Oh, let's see here. What happened to us? Did 100-bit cheers? Will you finally tell us how you and Khet met? No. Well, not now anyway. Maybe, like I said, maybe eventually. That's something that I would discuss on a stream, but not right now. And I've told you guys why, too. Because things that are to do with me and her, she would have to be involved. It's her choice if she wants to reveal stuff like that. And we never really had the conversation, so the answer is no. Oh, let's see here. Tyler Jock and tip me $1 says, what do you like to do on your days off? Well, essentially whenever I have a day off, which is once a week, it ends up being a combination of things. It ends up being, number one, Kat and I usually having a meal together, which is a good thing. We get to actually eat out one day a week. It's never anything super expensive. It's usually something very reasonable. Some days we get a breakfast. Some days we get a lunch. Some days we get a dinner. It all depends on the week and what we're doing that week. That's the day when we have to do all of our appointments and work. So if we have a doctor's appointment, a legal appointment, something to do with, like, for example, for a while, we had to deal with Kat getting her name changed, various things after our wedding, our marriage. That was a pain in the ass. We had to run around the state doing various things to get her names changed on everything. Those kind of things, like busy work, tedious stuff. Yeah, those are the days we do it. Also, those are the days if we have some fun stuff that we're gonna do. Like, for example, okay, we need to get something for the house. That's a necessity or whatever, and we're going to do some shopping. That's the day we do that stuff. So we try to mix it up. We try to have it be a combination of if we have to do busy shit that's not very fun, combine that with stuff that is fun. So that way it's not just only doing the busy shit that kind of is the whole day, okay? We always have to go grocery shopping that day. It's the only day a week that we get to do grocery shopping. So one day we have to do that, and it's kind of a tedious thing to do, but we absolutely have to do it. So it is what it is. It is what it is, everybody. So, ladies and gentlemen, my day out is fun, don't get me wrong, and I definitely enjoy the fact that I get to spend the day with my wife. Ideally, I'd like to spend more than one day with my wife, because the one day is like more than half usually stuff that's driving from here to there, we'll hustle, bustle, run around, do an errand, do this, do that, get all that done. And then maybe we get to have one nice meal in there at some point and spend a little bit of time together, which is good that we enjoy. But it would be better if we had like a whole day to each other, but we don't. Our busy life, she has to work, I have to work. We just don't have that luxury right now. You know what I mean? All right, well, thank you very much, Burp Lover, for hanging in there. And, you appreciate the content, keep up the quality content. I appreciate that, Burp Lover. Thank you for that.
So somebody cheers and says, "Will you finally tell us how you and Kat met?" It's just interesting how a girl from Michigan met a dude in Washington. And of course he left that part of the cheer out. He just said, "Will you finally tell us how you and Kat met?" I wonder why you won't tell people how you and Kat met. You fucking bitch. Direct quote. It's her choice if she wants to reveal stuff like that. And we really never had the conversation, so the answer is no, unquote. I'm leaning more towards she didn't even tell him she was living with another fucking man at the time. He's already confirmed that they never spoke on the phone. It was always through text. He probably believed every fucking lie she told him. That's what being a soulmate is, after all, right? Just constantly lying to each other. Then another direct quote. We actually get to eat out one day a week. It's never usually anything super expensive, unquote. Notice how he always has to mention price with everything. And usually how it's never expensive. Well, gee, Phil. I wonder why you always feel the need to mention that. 'Cause that sounds like what a scammer does. Always having to remind you or try to put it in your head that what they're doing is okay. Another direct quote. Some days we get a breakfast, some days we get a lunch, some days we get a dinner, unquote. Yeah, it's called fucking eating, you dumbass. And by the looks of it, you eat out or eat in all the fucking time. But somehow still spend ridiculous amounts of money at the grocery store every week. Can't believe these idiots don't call them on this shit, man. But at the end of the day, what a loving marriage. One day together a week. And most of the day is running errands. Sounds like a tremendous fantasy life with your soulmate there, buddy. And by the way, I know it sounds like I'm ragging on him or her and being unfair, but I don't give a fuck. Fuck both of them as far as I'm concerned. He's a scammer and she's married to him, so fuck him. No simpy. Oh, and she's probably cheating on him too, so you get the life you deserve, my good friend. No fucking simpy. Let's go.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Phantom Fuzz, for 150-bit cheer. It sucks that, your streaming can be so stressful and time-consuming, and you don't get to spend much time with your wife, so here's a cheer. Thank you very much. And Anonymous Dollar Tipper says, I like how your trolls say to get a real job. They're just jealous that when you play video games for a living, that not many people consider they get paid to play video games. I would love to get paid playing video games. All right, I'm lucky. I'm a lucky guy. I'm a lucky guy to be able to sit here and do what I love every single day, and have fun with it. And say that I have an 11-year legacy as a content creator on the internet, and I'm incredibly lucky I started when I did. If I started at any time in the past 5 years, I would have never had any popularity on the internet. I know that. Like, you know, it's just funny how things work out. It just sucks that in order to keep doing what I love, I have to put up with this kind of fucking really drama nonsense every day. I had enough of it. Seriously. All right.
So somebody cheers and tells him that detractors are jealous because he gets to play video games every day and get paid for it. Phil then says he's lucky, and then he says, quote, "It just sucks that in order to keep doing what I love, I have to put up with this kind of fucking nonsense drama every day. I've had enough of it, seriously," unquote. Does this look like a lucky person to you at all? Are you jealous of this guy at all? Would most of us like to be making the money he makes? Absolutely. Would any of us trade lives with this fucking guy? Hell no. And then we get the real beauty of this whole video. And again, I want to read that quote to you. "It just sucks that in order to keep doing what I love, I have to put up with this kind of fucking nonsense drama every day. I've had enough of it, seriously." He couldn't be bothered to take the 2 seconds to look into this whole situation properly, because if he had, he would have seen that DJRuno never said any of that. But instead, he sat here for 2 hours and assassinated a person's character and said some of the worst things you can say about someone. And for what? Because this great life he lives, he's always so busy and he never has time to do anything. And people always mess up his life and blah, blah, blah. As our prophet GTG always says, give this dumbass enough rope and just step back and watch him hang himself. Amen.
Okay. Real man fan now cheered. Wait till you hear this. This is just getting better and better. Why don't you have a reputable lawyer sign an NDA to review your finances and release a statement confirming your debt to your viewing audience? Anyway, Enemy of Rapture did 100-bit cheers. You seem pretty stressed and low today. It's not that I'm low. I am stressed. I'm not low. I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed in the whole situation. Like I told you guys, I just want to come to stream and have fun. This is supposed to be a chill Minecraft stream where we relax for a couple hours and we interact, we have fun, we talk. This is my final stream of the whole week. Tomorrow is my day off. I want to end on a good note. I want to end on a high note. Okay? I want to end without drama. And it sucks that I guess I can't. You know? It is what it is. Ugh. No, listen to this. An anonymous dollar tipper says, I hope one day I show up to your stream. You're going straight to gameplay. You don't have to bother with a pre-stream. Your webcam's knocked over. It shows you sideways. You kick back with your feet on the table, relaxing. And we're playing Mass Effect 2 character creation. Yeah, so essentially what he just did, he described... Yeah, you're right. The top tip is a typo. He described basically the things I can't do, right? I couldn't just skip a pre-stream because sadly I got to get everyone up in the know of what's going on with me, my schedule. I have to do plugs because I have to make money to make a living, so I have to do plugs that I don't like doing. You know, the webcam, which quite frankly I don't really care about. I never really wanted to have it on streams anyway. Don't have to worry about setting that up. Don't have to worry about making it all pretty for everyone complaining about it, but instead it's just something I don't care about. It's like the shovel. Instead of being all proper, I could just relax and just kick back, right? And I want to play Mass Effect 2, which I've wanted to play for the past 4 fucking years. I never get to it because everyone says they don't want to see it. I can just sit here and play Mass Effect 2 character creation, right? That would be nice. I agree with you. That would certainly be nice, man. But right now, it doesn't seem like it's going to be very possible, so...
So let me get this straight. This dude wants an easier life than what he already has. You can't make this shit up, man. This piece of trash is up till 4 a.m. every night, probably drunk off his ass. He spends some people's yearly salary on mobile games. He's in his pajamas all day. Doesn't ever fix himself up except for 1 day a week. He looks like a fucking vampire. Is terrified of going outside and running into anyone in public. His only fans and friends are some of the worst people you wouldn't even want to be associated with. Hey, OIC. He has to beg these same worthless people online every day for money. And is in a loveless marriage with a woman who's probably cheating on him. And he wants an easier, shittier life than that. It actually makes sense now. This guy's life is never going to improve. And the reason why is because you have to put in effort and work to change things and make things better. And it's very clear why he's going to be like this until the day he dies. And quite frankly, it's what he deserves. And at the very beginning of that, somebody cheered and told him to get a reputable lawyer, sign an NDA, and get him to release your finances to your viewing audience. Well, you didn't need to do that, buddy. Kiwi Farms did it for you anyways, you punk motherfucker. You deserve it. And then we're going to read this cheer that he obviously didn't read, and you can see he fucking leaned in and banned as soon as he saw it. Somebody cheered and said, also, does a real man have to get bailed out by his mommy to pay his taxes? Does a real man talk to a woman in a long-term relationship halfway across the country and force her to cheat on her man? Why don't you tell people about Khet and Jeff, Phil? It's bull that you don't tell your fans and then it just cuts off and ain't nobody got time for that. He banned that motherfucker. Get him up out of here. And mercifully, the next clip is the last clip. And, well, let's just see what happened and how Phil reacted to DJRuno then.
Okay, so that's the kind of logical thing we're using. All right, that's it. Time is up. Ladies and gentlemen, Spawn Killer is the top contributor for this week. I want to say thank you to everyone who did contribute this week. Spawn Killer, thank you for being the top contributor. It looks like you want to have the Jasper statue in honor of Mr. Papavera. I guess we'll begin work on that next week. Now, what I would say is hopefully Mr. Papavera will see this, watching it back, and he will maybe have some ideas on exactly how to make the this statue. He already had some ideas previously. Philly Buckeye just cheered, said, wait a minute. Nope, at this point, Spawn Killer is the top contributor of the week. So, Mr. Papavera just cheered. He says you need gravel to pound on the table when cheers close for the night. A gavel to pound on the table when everything's closed. So, Papavera, thank you for the cheer. If you could help me with this for next week, ideas for cat statues that we can build over, obviously, what I'll probably do, I'll probably build it either right outside of the village or maybe back at my house at the other end of the map, within a fence or something. I could build a big cat statue of Jasper, right? That would be really neat for next week, I think. Super Wombat Man, tip me $1. Says, thanks for the content. I love hanging out with you in your streams. Thank you, Super Wombat Man. And again, guys, thank you for understanding with the drama and the shit that happened tonight. I get so frustrated over it. And it's very frustrating when I just want to play games and have fun. I have to put up with stupid nonsense. It really is. So, apologies to everyone for that. Apologies to DJRuno if it really wasn't him who was stirring up all this drama and claiming he was going to false report me and do fucked up shit to me. If he's not, if that wasn't him, I wholeheartedly apologize for the misunderstanding, but I thought that it was him. Everyone have a good night. Thank you for watching Minecraft. I'll see you all next week. Another cheer came in. Mr. Robert says, I already have it made. I'll post it to your Twitter in a minute. Everyone have a good night. I'll see you all next week for Minecraft, but tomorrow I'm off. I'll be back on Wednesday. With what? I'll be back with T-800 Terminator in Mortal Kombat 11 and the conclusion of Ghostbusters.
Alright, so where do you even start, man? Let's just go back to the beginning of it. So this is a direct quote. So Papavera, if you can help me with this ideas for cat statues next week, unquote. He's not your fucking servant, man. You don't even pay him, dude. Do it yourself, man. Jesus. And what I didn't include was there was two very small, maybe 5-10 second clips of someone I think it was Philly Buckeye cheering at Phil and saying it wasn't the real DJRuno on the forums. And this happened throughout the night, but they were so small I just didn't even include them. And Both times Phil was confused by it, but he just kept shit talking him all stream. And here at the end of the night, he apologizes to DJRuno for 13 seconds. And if you don't believe me, go back and count the time starting from when he actually apologizes. It's 13 seconds. He spent roughly an hour shitting all over this guy and calling him some of the worst things you can call a person. And at the very tail end of the stream, hey, sorry if that wasn't really you, DJRuno. Join me on Wednesday for more fun, guys. How is this real fucking life? And just like I said in To Catch a Pay Pig when I covered DJRuno, you deserve to get shit talked like that because you won't even stand up for yourself. DJRuno actually came back this night and again after that to the streams and gave Phil more money after this. How much of a coward do you have to be to let another man speak to you like that and you don't even try to defend yourself? But it doesn't even matter. Because there's a fucking revolving door of these idiots. Just look at the last clip. Papa Vera just lining up to take his place. And where are you now, Papa Vera? He used you and tossed you to the side when he was done with you. Just like good old DJRuno here. And it's what you dumbasses deserve. Until you wake up and start seeing this piece of trash for what he truly is. And that's a morally, emotionally, financially, mentally, physically and socially bankrupt piece of shit. I hope you enjoy this life, Philip, because I damn sure enjoy watching it, you piece of trash. And just for fun, look at what he uploaded that fucking stream to his channel. He uploaded it. And look what he called it. Part 1 was Minecraft Chill Stream. Garages and Drama. And then he uploaded the second part. Part 2, Drama Resolved. Did you see anything get resolved there? I saw him just assassinate a man on camera and then apologize and said, maybe it wasn't you. Have a good night. Join me tomorrow. Fuck you, Phil. You deserve this life, my friend. Alright, let's do a couple of quick shout outs and then an update on the next video. First, major shout out to Sasha, who did this thumbnail for me. He did it on short notice too, because I hit him up while I was recording it because I had an idea for it, and he was able to do it. He said he was in the car with fucking hotspot Wi-Fi, so shout out to him. He got a DSP up in Dealey Plaza, overlooking DJRuno, about to go down that street. He put the goose down there as well, and you know that's it means something to me too, because as most of you know, I'm from Dallas. I grew up in Dallas, and I lived very, very close to where this happened. Or I used to. And, but, you know, it's a trip. So shout out to Sasha. Thank you very much for putting this together for me, homeboy. Couple of quick contributions, or shout outs for contributions. Shout out to Robin. He said he's part of the silent majority. He's been watching from the beginning, and he just wanted to show some love. So thank you very much. I got your message, homeboy. It means a lot to me. You know, I appreciate the kind words, and just keep going. Don't give up, man. Keep fucking going. And Liam from New Zealand, of all fucking places, said he wished he could send more, but he's just a poor student. Brother, don't even fucking worry about it, man. The fact that you think enough of the content to even contribute means everything to me. Thank you so much, brother. And fucking New Zealand, huh? I might have to go down there and visit you one day, buddy. Thank you so much. Next video, I'm going to take a little break after this one. I feel fucking tired after this one. I don't know what happened. This took something out of me, so I don't know, maybe a week or two I'll have another one up. I'm not sure what the next video is gonna be. Some people have been giving me ideas and I've been putting on there, yeah, I'm adding it to the list. I don't know for sure, so you know, just keep throwing ideas at me, and if something sounds good, then I'll just fucking jump into making it. Outside of that, I'm probably not gonna make anything for a minute. I'm gonna take a break because this fucking thing just, I had wanted to cover it for a while, and then now that I did, I don't know. This guy fucking looking at his picture right now. I don't fucking know. So anyways, this was the assassination of DJRuno. I will speak to y'all in maybe about a week or two. Thank you for everything. And as always, let's fucking go.